This documentary is going to be about my dad and how I lost him at the age of 14. In this documentary, I'm going to be explaining the events that led up to me losing him and the events of his death. I will be explaining very personal issues, very personal things about me and about my family, and I hope that everyone can respect this because this is really hard for me to talk about, but it's time for people to know the truth and what happened, and yeah. The date is July 6th, 2014. This was the day that my dad died. So my sister had gone to the gas station to get my dad some snacks and something to drink like she usually did. Me and my mom were still sleeping because we were up all night packing, so we were up very late, probably like 7 in the morning. So my sister goes to the gas station to get him something to drink and something to eat. She goes into his room and she notices that he's not responding to her. She's saying, "Daddy, I brought you your Mountain Dew. I bought you some chips that you like. Wake up." And he's not responding to her. So my sister comes into my room and she tries waking me up, but I'm knocked out, like very knocked out. I thought I was dreaming when I heard, "Caitlin, wake up, I think Daddy is dead." So I go back to sleep because I didn't really realize what was going on. I was so tired. And my mom comes in my room and she's like, "Caitlin, you need to wake up. I think your dad's dead." So me and my mom go into my dad's room and we open the door and we see that he's not responding to us, not moving, nothing. He's very still. So we go in on his bed and we touch him and he was very cold, very stiff. He also was very blue, and since he was laying on his stomach, his face was smushed in the mattress. So my mom goes, "Let's flip him over, let's flip him over. We have to see what's going on, like if he's okay." So me and my mom, we both flip him over. It took both of us. It was very hard because rigor mortis had already set in. He was gone for a few hours, but no one knew. So we flip him over and his face was smushed in the mattress, and we knew then and there that he was really gone. So we get in my mom's room and we call 911. 911 comes and they tell us that he's really gone, and they say that they're sorry and all this other stuff, that they can't help him. He's been gone for too long. That's when the addiction got too far and it got the best of him, and that's how he died. The addiction all started when I was younger. My parents were going through a divorce. My youngest sister was just a baby. She was like 1 year old or something like that. She was little. So it was me and my sister Catherine who lived with my dad, and my mom had lived in an apartment with my youngest sister Ella. And my dad had been seeing this woman who had given him prescription drugs, and at the time he was just taking them for his back pain, but he started to abuse them and use them for things that he didn't need, like just to feel numb or to get a high. And it got out of hand. So when my parents got back together, my mom didn't know about it until she figured it out, and she had tried getting him help. So he went to rehab, but rehab didn't help him. It made it worse. He met someone there that had given him information to a dealer who was dealing out heroin. And as many of you know, heroin is a really, really strong drug that can be mixed with fentanyl, which is also a very powerful drug. Fentanyl is like elephant tranquilizer, so it's very strong. So he was taking heroin, he was shooting it up in his veins, and he was doing that for about 3 to 4 years. But that day, I think he had gotten something that was seriously mixed with fentanyl, and he ended up taking too much and he ended up dying. This is really hard to talk about, so no one knows if he purposely took his life or if it was an accident, he accidentally overdosed, and we will never know. But regardless, this is something that I have come to terms with, and that I've been dealing with for almost 5 years now, and I will be dealing with for the rest of my life. And now you guys know.